What's going on, my comrades? It's your boy, coach of your Carolina Masquerains, Frank and the Furious, back at it with a week 2 team builder against my boy, Brongle, and the Chicago Bouffalant. The Masquerains Bouffalant this week. Epic matchup. We're up against my boy, as I said, good old Brongle this week. The squad we are bringing, which I still kind of need to reorder because I like to have all my Pokemon in a certain order. I like the hierarchy of how I drafted them, kind of. I don't know. But the team this week, starting off, of course, we got to bring our signature, but I completely forgot. His team, Meloetta, is his, that is his signature. So we will be seeing that. It could be Pirouette. Pirouette is kind of a threat. It's kind of a threat, but the advantage we have there is he has to get off a relic song first. He's drafted Victini, Keldeo, Mega T-Tar, Salamence, Nidoking, Raikou, Klefki, Golbat, Pyukumuku, and Savali Grass. That is the matchup this week. That is many offensive threats. Big notably, T-Tar this week is a monster against our team. Like, the longevity of Chandelure and Latios gets hindered because of T-Tar with having Pursuit. If it sets up a D-Dance, which Mega Aggron's always in the... It's a kind of a threat to him a little bit, but that's not a chance we can take. That thing's a threat. Also, Victini needs no introduction. Choice Band that thing. Choice Band V-Crate's going to hurt everything on the team. Starting off, finally, we got back to it. We got Mienshao. Good old Sensei Wu will be joining us once again because he kind of has to. That's the rules. We're running a Choice Scarf set with max attack, just enough speed to outspeed Victini, and with high jump kick, Stone Edge, knockoff, and U-turn. And no, your eyes do not deceive you. We are running Regenerator over Reckless this week because we kind of determined that it was a better trade-off of taking away a little bit of power from high jump kick to allow Mienshao to kind of come in against T-Tar whenever it wants and fire off a high jump kick or the threat of it. Or we U-turn, which that's another great option because Golbat, another Pokemon that's going to wall us very well. We can knock it off, maybe, but yeah, it's a bit of an issue. But if we fire off a U-turn, we can play around with that thing. But yeah, Mienshao, Choice Scarf. My whole debate was this with, we thought about doing Banded. That was suggested at first. And Banded, I mean, it's going to hit at every team hard. But we decided the speed over the attack stat was the better trade-off. So we can outspeed stuff like Raikou, Keldeo, Salamence after a Dragon Dance. Make sure we outspeed T-Tar after a Dragon Dance. So we always outspeed Scarf Meloetta. I think just the speed is a much better trade-off in this situation. It gives us something comfortable to come in and maybe revenge kill. Up next, we got Church the Manaphy. Wiping off his little blob hands things after a powerhouse week 1. He's coming back week 2. We're running a very interesting set. I said that last week, but this week is also very interesting. We are running Tail Glow 3 attacks. Surf, Ice Beam, Energy Ball, Tail Glow with the Wakan Berry. This thing is going to be kind of our Victini switch-in. Kinda. Because we don't have one. Our best option was Latios, but Latios really doesn't have a good matchup here, and we could not bring it. So we decided Manaphy with the Wakan Berry. We take a Bolt Strike from it at least, because it's probably going to be physical. I'm more scared of physical than special, to be honest. Yeah, so we're running max speed, so we speed tie it. If it's banded, it could be Scarf. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Scarf. We're expecting it to be choiced either way. So we speed tie it if it's not Scarf, and max HP because we want to take a lot of hits from this Victini. Like I said, Tail Glow, that would be a nice end game. It's this and Mienshao are probably going to be our end games as well as the next Pokemon coming up. there's probably going to be our 3 options for the end game. Speaking up, third Pokemon, first time bringing him, good old Jack Edwards, the Alolan Muck, will be joining us this week. Alolan Muck does a job very well because Klefki is a problem for this team. Klefki, with Magnet Rise, Prankster Magnet Rise, it can set up screens, hazard stack us. We do not have a Rapid Spinner. So Klefki's kind of a problem, which leads to Alolan Muck. Klefki can also like T-Wave, Toxic. That's a problem. Because Alolan Muck's a dark type, Prankster doesn't do anything. So if we come in on the Klefki, he can't click any of his status or utility moves. He has to either attack us or switch. So we are bringing a Curse set because Curse does really well against his team. If Muck gets up a Curse, with this EV set, we are running max HP, 40 in defense, and 220 in special defense with a careful nature. That 40 in defense allows us to live 2 Stone Edges after a Curse. We will not take half from it, barring a crit, which that is really nice. I thought he could be Earthquake, but I don't think he has room for Earthquake. So his main for T-Tar, his main attacking move against Muck is going to be the Stone Edge. So yeah, we're bringing Curse, Knockoff, Brick Break, and Recycle. The Brick Break is for Klefki setting up screens plus T-Tar. Knockoff and Brick Break pretty much cover his entire team pretty well. I mean, yeah, we could. There's nothing that resists both of these. Golbat can be a bit of an issue, but we set up on it for free if it's not Whirlwind. If he's not Whirlwind Golbat, we keep clicking Curse. He can't really do anything to us. We are running the Gluttony ability, which if you don't know what that is, that means at half health, berries will trigger. So we are bringing the Figgy Berry, which recovers 33% of max HP when at 1/4 HP or less. Gluttony says no, we're going to recover at 50% because Gluttony is the dominant, and the berries thing is the submissive. Dominant Gluttony. And the Recycle ability, that's going to allow us to get our berry back so we can keep recovering. This is it's going to work as our kind of rudimentary form of recovering or roosting. It's going to be kind of like that. It's a bit stranger and not as good, but you work with what you got. So this set can work really well this week. Like if he's physical Victini, we scare him clicking V create because Muck can come in and pursuit trap it. Yeah, we would take a lot. We don't have pursuit, but he doesn't know that. So we can implement the fear of him not being able to click V create. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, Alolan Muck puts in a lot of work this week. So we're hoping to see this thing do its job. Up next, we got Mississippi the Whimsicott returning from last week. We were running Moonblast, Psychic, Taunt, and Defog. 44 in HP, max special attack, 212 in speed with the Timid Nature to make sure we outspeed a Raikou, I believe, yeah, a Raikou that is creeping a Latios. So our Latios maxes out at 350 speed. His Raikou can creep that and go down to 352 and still outspeed and get more EVs back. So we're planning, instead of running max speed for this thing, we're going to get a bit aggressive with the speed creep and hope that we're going to catch the Raikou that's trying to creep. Now this week, we're not predicting Raikou to come, but I wouldn't be shocked if it did. It doesn't have a bad matchup except against one Pokemon, which I'll show you next. But Moonblast, it hits his team. Moonblast and Psychic do pretty well. Whimsicott doesn't hit for much, but with that Pixie Plate and Moonblast, not a lot wants to really come in. This thing gets good chip on Klefki, because like I said, it's kind of a problem. And Golbat, like I said, Alolan Muck can kind of set up if it is Whirlwind, or if it is not Whirlwind. So that sounds pretty appetizing, if you ask me. The Taunt, also for Klefki, for Golbat. In a pinch, it could be used to prevent T-Tar from setting up a D-Dance. Actually, wait, no, it can't. It's Dark type. Yeah. For Prankster, I literally just said, oh my god. But, I don't know, Pikamuku, we can stop it from doing anything. But we're really taunt for the Klefki. We're going to try to prevent him from setting up hazards at us at all costs because, yeah, we have defog, but he can easily start hazard stacking with spikes, and that could become a problem really fast. All right, newcomer for this week, our fifth Pokemon. We're bringing in Young Swine, the Pylo Swine. He's joining the team this week, rocking Ice Shard, EQ, Stealth Rocks, Toxic, Max HP, Max Special Defense, Careful Nature, just 8 in defense. This thing walls Raikou. Absolutely walls it. And to an extent, a special Victini, since we have the Thick Fat ability, which basically, yeah, it has the fire and ice type moves, so that fire weakness due to our ice typing, that's basically gone. We take neutral hits. And Violite on this thing with 100 HP and 60 special defense, max special defense, it's going to take a lot of hits for days. So this thing can really, this thing packs in special hits like it's nothing. We have Ice Shard there to basically always be threatening the Salamence. Basically, it can never get going because we have Ice Shard. Even if he has Yachi, we click Ice Shard twice. This Piloswine is going to be able to take a hit. So this thing stops Ment's dead in its tracks. Also, we do wall Nidoking pretty well to an extent. Especially since we have EQ and Ice Shard against it, so we can get the chip back, but we preferably wouldn't want to sit in on this thing the entire time. And if he's not Pirouette Meloetta, it can also deal with it. So this thing is our special wall this week, and it does that. It walls. And last but not least, another newcomer this week, we're bringing Ricky the Zangoose. Zangoose offensively destroys this team. It rips it in half. This thing can just come in. Once our Toxic Orb starts, once we get Toxic and our Toxic boost is going, we click Facade. Hey, give me my free kill. I would like my free kill right now, please. Klefki can't do anything to us. It can't T-Wave us. I mean, it can taunt. Congratulations. It can set up a Reflect if he's that, but Zangoose, it's going to hit like a truck. Oh, T-Tar's a resist. Oh, we got close combat. This thing runs. Its only issue is it's not really fast and it can't take hits, so this thing's mainly just it's gonna come in and pick up a free kill. That's Zangoose's purpose this week. It's come in on stuff like, say, if Nidoking gets a kill, somehow Klefki gets a kill, come in and be like, alright, you're up, get out, I'm killing you now. So Zangoose is gonna look really good this week. And like I said, max attack, max speed, jolly nature. This thing, it punches a hole straight through his team. He doesn't have good answers to it. So we're going to use it accordingly. But that is our team for week 1 week 2, my bad. Week 2 against the Chicago Bouffalant. The Pokemon I'm expecting him to bring, we expect Meloetta is coming. It's a signature. He's got to bring it. I expect to see Victini, Klefki, Mega T-Tar, Golbat, and Keldeo. Keldeo is kind of up in the air between that, Raikou, and Nidoking, but I think Keldeo has the better matchup. So even though we have a Latias, but we're not bringing it. So Keldeo, it can give us a couple issues. It could give us a couple issues, but definitely bringing the Golbat. He's got to bring that for Mienshao. That's the only thing that takes high jump kicks on his squad. Like, unless he does a really weird defensive Intimidate Men set, he could, but, like, Golbat's just much better in this situation as that. Mega T-Tar, like I said, it runs ham against this team. You run this thing with D-Dance, Stone Edge, Pursuit, it's a problem really quickly. Klefki also gives problems, but we got Alola Muck for that. So this thing's going to probably be setting up his rocks. I don't see him wasting a move slot on T-Tar for it. It does need some other moves, in my opinion. Victini, you got to bring it. It's just too good not to bring. And yeah, that is the squad I'm expecting to see, and this is the team that we are using. So I would like to thank everyone for watching, but above all else, my comrades, stay cute out there.